Hello everybody, I'm Rosanna and welcome to this week's episode. Today we're going to be talking about the North Star, and your North Star in particular, and how you can create a North Star, an internal navigation system to help you live a life aligned with your truth rather than by a false truth, maybe based on old conditionings and patterns that no longer serve you anymore. For anybody who doesn't know who I am, welcome. It's great to meet you and to connect with you here. I am a Jungian and spiritual life coach and meditation master. And throughout my own journey of reaching a really stressful and difficult point in my previous business to then being diagnosed with and healing from cancer, I went through an awakening process and I began to understand my truth and my freedom and understand what freedom, success really is. And I want that for you too. So through my content, my meditations, my events and my coaching, this is what I aim to give you and to help you find. So I hope you enjoy this video and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of my latest content. So what exactly is the North Star? The North Star is exactly that. It's a star and it's located at the North Pole. So because of the Earth's axis, in the sky, it appears to not move. The North Star, back in the day, before the days of GPS, helped travelers and explorers find their way home, find their north. The North Star, because it didn't move, it was constant and stable, and they knew that they could trust it. It's located near the Big or the Little Dipper, and they could trust it to figure out north and then find their way home. Now, on looking into it, it has helped so many people find freedom. It has helped so many people find their way home, find their way, like, literally where they need to be. And so this is why it's also developed such a huge spiritual symbolism as well. So the North Star represents stability. It represents navigation and guidance. It represents consistency. It represents inspiration, helping inspire people. It has so many meanings, so much symbolism from different traditions and different cultures. But for me, what it really represents is this unshakable truth, this which we find within ourselves. So yes, we have the North Star that we can constantly follow in the night sky to find our way north, and from north we can figure out our way home. Well, we could argue that we're living in an illusion, and it is proven that our external reality is created by our internal reality. So it's all well and good being able to find our way home in the external, but what happens when we're lost internally? What happens when we can't find our way home internally? Because if we can't find our way home internally, we're really going to struggle navigating our way through life's challenges externally. And life is challenge after challenge after challenge. I read a quote on Instagram the other day that I felt some resistance to at first, because I mean, I like to live with rose-tinted glasses, right? I am forever the optimist. I'm a romantic. I love life. I love romanticizing life, but I know I know that life can sometimes be a huge turd, and I've faced my own battles with health, with relationships, with finances, and I know that everybody else does too. But this quote was something along the lines of, like, some days life can be absolutely epic and amazing and you're totally in love with it. Other days it can be really, really crap and shitty and you hate it. And in between, it's mundane and it's routine and it just is. And that's life. So on those days where maybe it is a bit crap and it is a bit less than romantic and desirable as I wish it would be all the time, or a part of me anyway, because I know that our souls are actually here for growth. We don't grow without the challenges, we don't grow without resistance, so without overcoming resistance. How do we know how to navigate through these challenges, basically? And for me, that is by connecting to your North Star. So this internal navigation system to get you home within yourself. So if you were to ask me why you need a North Star, it would be exactly this, so that you can, in life's challenges, on the routine and the mundane days, and on the days where you're totally in love with life, how can you, it would be so that you can bring yourself back and you can keep moving forward aligned with your truth, your internal navigation system, the direction on your path, rather than being misguided maybe by somebody else's path or these conditionings of your past. A North Star can be a variety of different things for different people. So I have, and I encourage all of my clients to have a document, what I call a document of truth, my truth. And in it is a statement of what it is that I'm devoting my life to and how I promise to show up in this world every single day. It is a reminder of who I am in truth, and it has my vision, it has my I am statements, it has my goals, short, long, and medium-term goals. So, and these are all loose, right? Because I know that ultimately if I am following my truth, and if I am following my North Star, I actually may not know where I'm going to be sent, but I know that I will be sent exactly where I'm supposed to be. And so that's what this document, this North Star, really helps me with, and my clients with, every single day, is that they open it up in their dedicated self-connection practice and connect with who they are, where they're going, why they're here, and trust that life will guide them. So this document acts as a compass, it acts as the guidance, it acts as the North Star. And then there are tools and practices that we use around that to help us make that path even clearer and that guidance system even clearer. Like meditation, a daily silent meditation practice, working with our energy by doing yoga, by doing exercise, connecting with nature, all of these things to help us stay in alignment with what God, the universe, intended us to be, rather than getting a bit lost by what society tells us that we want, which at this time of year, Black Friday and Christmas, is really quite difficult because consumerism is thrown in our faces and says, you want this, you need this to make you feel better, you need this to make your life whole, when really what makes your life whole is you every single day following your North Star. So we also use things like shadow work to help us undo the conditioning that we have been brought up with, to help us understand our ego and to help us integrate our shadow selves, which means that once again we're acting in alignment with our true self, who we were intended to be, rather than who society has molded us to be. Self-reflection and journaling are other great tools to act as your North Star. If you're feeling a bit lost and muddled, you can write down anything that comes up, a stream of consciousness journaling, and you will probably be given some clarity. If you can ask a question before you start journaling, and then start journaling, within that, what resonates will be your guidance. Because we're so conditioned to believe that the answers are outside of us, but they are not. All the answers that you need are inside you. They are all within you, and this is what your North Star is going to help you find. It's going to help you find the answers. It's going to help you find the way when you feel lost. It's going to help you reconnect to your purpose. It's going to help you live a life that you really love because it's your truth. Our soul has desires. Anything that you desire, your soul desires. And sometimes our ego can get hold of it and can make it a bit and can kind of get attached to it, like money, like handbags, like big houses, like yachts. You know, our egos can get attached to these material things, but actually our soul does have a desire for abundance because it's the truth. The ego has a desire for abundance because it believes it's going to make it whole. So there's a real distinction between soul desires and ego desires, but know that whatever desires you have been given are yours for a reason. Follow them. They can act as your North Star, and they can be included in your document as to what you would like to do, achieve, see in this life. But know not to be too attached, and that the more you align with your North Star, actually the path is going to be less clear because you're not acting in a way that is aligned, that has been created by your past experiences and your conditionings. So that's what we want in this life. So if we want to live a life of truth and wholeness and the life that we were supposed to live, we're not actually going to be able to totally see the way. Even though we have a vision and we have goals, we're not really going to be able to see the way. It's not going to look exactly as we think, because if it does, then it's based on what we know from our past experiences, rather than allowing the universe and synchronicity and possibility to open up and to work its magic and to help us live this life that our soul wants to live. So the more we have that North Star within us, the internal navigating system of I wake up every day, I connect to my North Star, and I know I am being guided, and I know that I am on the right path, even if I don't know where I'm going. That is power, and that will give you unshakable confidence to move throughout life and to navigate life's challenges, because you know, no matter what, you are connected to the North Star within yourself, your internal navigating system, and you will always find your way, and you will always find your way home, and your way home is always back to here. So some quick tips for helping you to get started on finding your North Star and connecting to it every day would be: reflect on what the North Star means to you. It means something different to everybody, but if you are feeling lost right now, maybe just do some research and write about what the North Star means to you. Meditate. Connect to the space between your thoughts. Work on bringing a sense of inner peace and bliss into your internal reality. Yoga, meditation, walking, connecting to nature, being present, being in the present moment. That is where you're going to find the North Star. And meditation and yoga, well, all of the above are my preferred choices and what I recommend my clients do. Shadow work, as I've mentioned, to help you clear the path. Make the unconscious conscious so that you are more connected to your true self and to your truth, and you will be guided more clearly. And then create a document that you can connect to every single day after your meditation practice. And in it, I would include what it is that you devote your life to, your highest vision. What is your highest vision for your life? And can you dedicate and devote every single action of that to your life, in your life, every single day? Your I am statements. Who are you becoming? You already are her, but who are you becoming? And connect to those I am statements every day by saying them out loud in a connected, empowered way. Your life vision. It doesn't have to be perfect, loose, and really concentrate on how you want to feel in your vision. And then from that, you can pick some goals that you would like to achieve in the next year, 3 years, 5 to 10 years. So this document acts as your navigation system to the North Star. This is your North Star, what we intellectually know it to be. But how you really truly connect to your North Star is through knowing yourself, who you are on a very, very deep level, loving all of who you are and understanding who you are in truth, aligning with that truth. And you do this by being quiet, being still, meditating, connecting, discovering. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video and it's given you some clarity on how you can work with your internal navigating system, just as the explorers worked with the North Star as they were finding their way home. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I would really love to hear your comments, so let me know what you took from this video. Let me know if you have any questions and I'll be sure to respond to you personally. For anybody interested in working with me one-on-one, I do have a Finding Your North Star miniature coaching package. You can find all of the information in the description below. Have a beautiful day.